Bitcoin continues to hold my key support level here of around 25,700. This is still bearish consolidation. I still expect more downside. Target remains, and I've said this now for multiple weeks, you're looking at major support at 24,000. Now, the narrative here with crypto is nasty right now. When you see Nvidia going up every day, when you see Tesla going up every day, think about 2021. Those were the stocks that were leading the charge there, but you had altcoins going up insane. You had Bitcoin, you had Ethereum running up, and they're doing nothing. All right, why is this? Thank you, SEC. Thank you, Gary Gensler. You have put the cap here based on so many uncertainties.
In this exclusive interview, Gareth Soloway, renowned for his macroeconomic analysis, technical chart analysis, and trade signal alerts, delve into analysis of Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency market, and the broader economic landscape. With the SEC launching an all-out assault on the crypto industry, Gareth has all the information you need to stay ahead of the curve and prepare for the imminent market moves. Soloway expresses his expectation of further downside in Bitcoin as he points out a major support level at $24,000. Despite favorable market conditions for stocks like Nvidia and Tesla, Gareth Soloway notes that Bitcoin and Ether have not seen significant price increases due to regulatory concerns and lack of clarity from the SEC and its chairman, Gary Gensler. Soloway compares Bitcoin's current situation to past rebounds in markets like the NASDAQ, highlighting the possibility of a technical bounce after a major decline. While some expected an altcoin season and Bitcoin's rise to $30,000, Soloway mentions that this anticipated trend has not yet materialized. Meanwhile, Soloway suggests that a collapse similar to the dot-com bubble is inevitable, and it is necessary to clean the system by allowing weaker cryptocurrencies to fail, paving the way for the best ones to thrive. Soloway mentioned in his tweet that I've always compared the dot-com bubble to the crypto bubble, and thus the collapse should be the same. The junk needs to be cleansed from the system to allow the best to flourish. 95% of the coins should go to zero. This looks to be happening now. We will now present you with clips from Gareth Soloway's recent interview. Before we proceed further, please ensure that you subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to stay updated.
Where is Bitcoin going? Well, one of the things we can see is that Bitcoin has done virtually the same thing that the 1929 market did with the collapse. This market in the NASDAQ has done, which every market has done, guys. So again, to see a bounce like this is not unusual, right? When you see a decline of this magnitude, you're going to get a technical bounce. Everyone at 30,500 was like, this is a new bull market. Crypto to the moon, crypto to a million, whatever it is. Alt season was going to come. I mean, I'm still waiting for the alt season. I think most of us out there are. But the point again here is that you have to understand the way markets work is all based on this. When you look at millions of investors and psychologically, are they greedy? Are they FOMOing in? Are they fearful? Are they panicking? Right? Panic doesn't denote the beginning of a sell-off, it denotes the end. Think about FTX. When FTX came out and that collapse occurred, that was the end of that initial down move before the bounce. That was max fear. We're now getting into the beginnings, in my opinion, of the next wave. I don't think we're at max fear yet. I think you're still going to see more actions by the SEC, so there's probably more downside to go. Now, will Bitcoin take out the lows? I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm still in the camp that it could. All right, if you look at the dot-com market, and again, dot-com market's so similar to what happened in crypto. Brand new technology will change the world. Dot-com was the internet. Brand new technology will change the world and did. I think Bitcoin and crypto will change the world and is changing the world. It's just going through growing pains. So these are the types of things that I look at as a trader. I don't look at things in a FOMOing greed or fear mentality. I analyze that and I analyze other people's emotion because it gives me an edge. I say, people are getting way too scared here. Let me go to the charts and start looking for technical support. Or at 30,500, wait a minute. The amount of greed that's in crypto right now is as robust as we were when we were at 69,000. If that denoted a top at 69,000 on Bitcoin, then it probably also can mirror a top here. And what happens? Bitcoin comes back in. It was also a major technical level as seen in the chart right here. So these are the things that, again, as a good trader, as an investor, you have to start paying attention.
Gareth Soloway provides insightful analysis ahead of a significant Federal Reserve decision scheduled for June 14, 2023. With his expertise, he predicts the Fed's next move and examines the charts to uncover potential market implications. Recently, the Federal Reserve temporarily halted interest rate hikes after a 15-month period but indicated the likelihood of resuming tightening measures to address inflation concerns. It allows the economy a little more time to adapt as we make our decisions going forward, Fed Chair Jerome Powell said in a press conference after the decision was announced. Gareth emphasized the significance of maintaining a delicate balance in asset prices, especially in the stock market. The 4% consumer inflation figure he mentioned served as a reminder of the ongoing challenges posed by rising prices. Overall, Gareth's remarks shed light on the Federal Reserve's nuanced approach to asset prices and their concerted efforts to strike a balance between economic growth and inflation management. Let's get back to interview.
Now, we are in a market that is a melt-up market. What does that mean? Well, it means shorts are getting scared, the bulls are gaining traction, they're getting very virulent, they're feeling like they can't lose, and again, that is causing a melt-up in the markets. There was money on the sidelines that was kind of concerned about what the Fed was doing. Now we're hearing that today, likely we will see a pause from the Federal Reserve. Now, based on the Fed funds futures, that's exactly what we're expecting. So again, look for the Fed to pause today. Remember that announcement comes out at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. 2:30 p.m. will be the point where Jerome Powell gives a press conference. So the Fed in general wants asset prices to stay where they are or go a little bit lower. Now, they don't want the stock market to crash, right? That's not in their cards. But they don't want it to run back to all-time highs because, again, that will create a hardship for the Fed to bring down inflation. All right, so let's get to the PPI numbers today. Remember, CPI yesterday stands for Consumer Price Index, so it's inflation on the consumer side. So right now we're looking at 4% on the consumer side. If you look at just core, which is food and energy, it's at 5.3%. So let's be fair. Core inflation is what affects Americans the most, right? The middle class, the lower income. Food and energy is a majority of what we spend money on, including rents. Rents can also be included in there as well. We know how crazy rents are. We know how crazy home prices are, especially with interest rates where they are. So the stuff that the average American spends money on continues to go up substantially, while everything else is calming down at a 4% inflation clip. Now, what this means, guys, and I want to be crystal clear on this, it doesn't mean prices are going down. It means prices are going up less. So they're still going up. So we're still at 4% overall and 5.3% on food and energy. And that means that every year you're paying 4 to 5.3% more for everything. So it's going to cost you more. Just the nature of it. Unless we get inflation to go to zero, prices are always going to go up. Now, one of the reasons why, and my thesis has been for a long, long time, and we'll get to the PPI data in just a minute, but my thesis has been that bringing inflation from 9 to 5 or 4 or even down to 3 is relatively easy. What's not easy is getting it from, let's say, 3.5% to 2% where the Fed wants it. And my guess is, and you can quote me on this, you can save this clip, is that we will get in a scenario where they get inflation to, let's say, 3% and it becomes sticky. And the economy starts to trigger a recession. And the recession starts to get worse and worse and worse. And ultimately, what you'll end up seeing is that the Fed will say, oh, well, we now have 7% unemployment, 3% inflation. Which one's the worst scenario here? Is 3% inflation bad, or is 7% unemployment, or 10% unemployment bad? And they'll say, okay, well, we have to lower interest rates. Even if it's going to create a little bit more inflation, we have to lower interest rates because, again, unemployment gets so out of control, a recession turns into something that's even worse, a bad recession. I'm not going to use the word depression because, again, I don't think we're there at that point. I think that's later this decade with the 100-year cycle.
Looking ahead, the future of Bitcoin and the broader cryptocurrency market appears to be influenced by the market sentiments. Regulatory uncertainties surrounding crypto, coupled with ongoing legal battles and lack of clarity from regulatory bodies, have created a challenging environment. After the analysis of the prices of Bitcoin in 2023, it is assumed that in 2024, the minimum price of Bitcoin will be around $44,788. The maximum expected Bitcoin price may be around $55,542. On average, the trading price might be $46,000 in 2024. How do you perceive the impact of regulatory uncertainties and legal challenges on the future of cryptocurrencies? And what strategies can investors employ to navigate this volatile landscape effectively? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you find this video informative, don't forget to show your support towards our channel by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and enabling notifications to stay informed about our latest videos covering more interesting topics. Thank you for watching.